Baghdad, Prime Minister Haider al-Abadi said on Saturday that Iraqi forces had driven the last remnants of Islamic State from the country, 3 years after the militant group captured about a third of Iraq's territory. The announcement comes 2 days after the Russian military announced the defeat of the militants in neighboring Syria, where Moscow is backing Syrian government forces. President Trump thanked the military on Wednesday for doing such a great job with respect to ISIS, but told Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, "Of course I have made it possible with what I have allowed them to do." Drive Vanessa Berry explains the effect given off by the details and history of some of Sydney's old buildings. At least 2 people are killed in clashes with Israeli troops, as thousands of Palestinians demonstrate against US President Donald Trump's recognition of Jerusalem as Israel's capital. In apparent family feud, a Shinto priestess is killed on the grounds of a famous Tokyo shrine by a man wielding a traditional Japanese sword who then killed another woman before taking his own life. A teenager who allegedly murdered his grandmother in a frenzied stabbing attack has been refused bail in a Sydney court after being extradited from Victoria. A man who was reported missing after going surfing around lunchtime at Shelley Beach on the Central Coast has been located safe and well. Parents of a man arrested on Friday in Sydney's southwest have claimed police officers should be charged after footage of the arrest was shared online. Officials have reported the first death in wildfires ravaging parts of Southern California. They say the body of a woman was found burned next to her overturned car. President Trump thanked the military on Wednesday for doing such a great job with respect to ISIS, but told Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, "Of course I have made it possible with what I have allowed them to do." The Iraqi forces recaptured the last areas still under its control along the border with Syria, state television quoted Abadi as telling an Arab media conference in Baghdad. Several squadrons of Iraqi helicopters flew over Baghdad carrying Iraqi flags at noon, in an apparent rehearsal for a victory parade that Iraq is planning to hold in the coming days. Commander-in-Chief at Haider al-Abadi announces that Iraq's armed forces have secured the Western Desert and the entire Iraq-Syria border, says this marks the end of the war against Daesh terrorists who have been completely defeated and evicted from Iraq, the federal government's official account tweeted. In a separate tweet later, Abadi said, "Our heroic armed forces have now secured the entire length of the Iraq-Syria border. We defeated Daesh through our unity and sacrifice for the nation. Long live Iraq and its people." Daesh is an Arabic acronym for Islamic State. Get the latest news and updates emailed straight to your inbox. By submitting your email you are agreeing to Fairfax Media's terms and conditions and privacy policy. The US-led coalition that has been supporting the Iraqi forces against Islamic State welcomed the news in a tweet. The coalition congratulates the people of Iraq on their significant victory against Daesh.